across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station.
So, good morning and a pleasant welcome to where we are in Liberia. The time is 10. And this is the Sports Extra. My name is Elijah Pine. I will be in the company every morning, Wednesday, and Friday, as well as Edwin Badafoyan will have to join me. Also on Tuesday, it's a continuation of the show. The show will play from Monday to Friday. And on Saturday, we'll have the weekend wrap where we will have a conclusion of all the happenings in the week, and we'll be able to bring you up to speed in relations to sporting set, what is happening in the world of football, the basketball, as well as kickball, and also other sporting set, including table tennis, chess, and lawn tennis as well to be discussed. Like I said, this Saturday, I will be at the headquarters of the Liberia Taekwondo Federation at the Samuel Kaindo Sports Complex, where we will be able to bring to action what is happening at that area in terms of those that are playing the sports. Taekwondo, for me, I love Taekwondo, and I love the way the guys can tussle each other, though I don't want to play that sport, which is very important. People that play that sport is interesting. Have some developing stories about it, and have some touching lives and events when it comes to the game. So we will talk more. On yesterday, we have had a gathering of sports journalists at the headquarters of the Liberia Football Association, wherein have a media engagement with the president of the Liberia Football Association, Mustafa Raji, and a lot of things happen at the headquarters of the Liberia Football Association, which is very important for our sporting sector and the new development coming on in terms of what is happening to Liberian football, in terms of what is happening in the Upper Women League football, the lower league as well, the first division football, the new development, as well as many things to happen in the coming days, in the upcoming league season at the angle of the Liberian Football Association. We're going to talk about that, and after that, we're going to chip in as to what is happening currently, what's the status of the Tamil girls as they're continuing their pool form in Senegal in the Wafusu 8 CAF Women Qualifier Championship, continuing their pool form, what is happening at that level, what do we expect to happen with their qualify, and we need to consult the gods of football if the Tamil girls will qualify, because I know very well that Oxford of Bamako would not want to lose any game. No matter of fact, they played 3 games and won 2, lost 1 with 6 points. The Tamil girls played 2 games, draw 1, lost 1 massively, which is just very hard for the Liberian side. And people will say they have proven dominance in the Liberian League for over 5 seasons, but yet to make move on the continental stage, which is just not good for our team. We're to have one of Liberia sports journalists. She is a female woman football promoter. Nanika Hoffman was a chief in here, but she will be in studio this Friday to talk about women football in Liberia. And also have during the week, we have Moral Win being unveiled by Sumontan Football Club. As a matter of fact, they just got promoted to the Upper Women League, and they unveiled their new coach, Moral Win, the former coach of Shattered Angels. And also Shattered Angels continues their practice at the Samuel Kaindo Sports Complex, and they also unveiled and also incorporated their players, some giving new contracts to their players as well. And what is happening at the level of the basketball association, a lot of things are happening on today. We'll have to action again at the SKD Gymnasium, where we will watch many things coming to action. We chief in calling on Sylvester Tamba, who is the media officer at that level, and he will talk to us concerning what is happening at the level of Liberia Basketball Association. As a matter of fact, the game started very late, and they have to leave the gymnasium very late, which makes it difficult for some of us who just go there to cover the game because right after the game, you see all of the teams will get in their vehicles and just leave the stadium. Some of us will have to walk from SKD to uh, the ELWA junction, which is just not good for us at that time. It's just not good for us, and it causes a lot of harm for us. Terrifying movement. Our guys, our minute, they can be waiting for us to hijack us at time. So this is it. We'll go for this break. When we come back, we talk more in the sporting sector of Liberia. I'm Elijah Pine on this May Week edition on Sports Extra. So welcome back from this break. So it's a lot of things to talk about. Before then, we will have a moment of silence for the passing on of one of the basketball players from Kakata Rocket Basketball Club. Matter of fact, I thought Momolu Merchant, according to report, was pronounced dead on Tuesday, August 13, 2025. In Liberia, it's believed that he had a tragic death result from an injury sustained after stepping on a nail. So we'll have a moment of silence for that player who have lost his life. It's a big blow to the team and also to the association. A moment of silence. Welcome back. Thank you so much to those of you that are in solidarity with the people, the in sympathy as well with the Liberia Basketball Association, most especially the club, Kakata Rocket Basketball Club, for the passing of their players. As we saw this release from the Facebook page of the Liberia Basketball Association from the president putting out this message. According to him, the leadership of the Liberia Basketball Association, President Abraham Samuka is deeply saddened of the untimely passing of player from Kakata Rocket for basketball club after Momodu Majen. According to report, the young lad was pronounced dead on Tuesday, August 13, 2025, in Liberia. It's believed that his tragic death resulted from injury sustained after stepping on a nail. As a mark of respect and solidarity, the LBA has announced the postponement of all Kakata Rocket matches for this week, both the second and third division sides. The association described the loss as one of the most profound shock to the basketball community, noting that the passing of such a young and promising talent is devastating and irreparable loss. In this time, this morning, the Liberia Basketball Association is calling on all members of the club and the broader basketball community to extend their heartfelt condolences to the Kakata Rocket family. So it's something that is saddening about that, and we need to simple time with them. Say, like say, when your friend is in need, when the friend is mourning, it's important that you mourn with them. The team is bereaved, and it's a time that we all have to identify with them. Uh, young Momolu used to be a very good basketball player. I can remember back then, Kakata Rocket against Sparta Court, and this player would just shoot on from the three side, always shoot the 3 points with a high block on his side. But howbeit is his time, and we just have to take heart. The family need to take heart, the team need to take heart. Such a time, such a moment for the player. So that in quickly what happened at the level of the Liberia Football Association, the president of the Liberia Football Association, Mustafa Rajid, on yesterday had a media engagement disclosing to the press that the coming this coming league season, the upcoming league season, come with a lot of surprises as well as new events to occur in terms of grassroots development, talent development screen, new addition to the talent development screen, as well as development of structures, unveiling of new pitches, as well as the FIFA Forward project additions to subventions, as well as compensation or the awards to be given to winners from the various clubs. The matter of fact, the president have said that over 20,000, about 20,000 balls will be in the country. 20,000 balls will be in the country. New balls will be the country with a branded descriptions on them. Branded want to be displayed on them. So we have that video from the president engagement on yesterday. We just take a look and listen to the president of Liberia Football Association talking about balls to come in the country, what will be intended for, and according to him, the balls will be used across every divisions, including the grassroots level. All the balls will be used. And I think this will be very important for the players themselves, because those that will score the hat trick will now have balls to carry home. Unlike the past season, there were no ball, just do a symbolic picture, and the LFA competition department would just take the ball back with just a symbolic photo be taken. This time around, when you score your hat trick or you score a haul, HAUL, which is 4 goals, definitely you will go home with a ball. So let's listen to the president of the Liberia Football Association.
The Liberia Football Association also, as part of our own vision to strengthen the LFA and to build a better future for those who come after us, to be more innovative and to now introduce and consider the thought of going commercial. So we'll be launching very soon our own match ball branded totally for Liberia, purely Liberia, but to compete with other match balls around the world. Gone are the days, and very soon we are going to get rid of using other brands that are not supportive of the Football Association. Our brand can be compared to all other brands out there to be one of the best. So we are moving forward as approved by the executive committee to cover the cost of production of the first batch of balls, more or less around 20,000 balls that we intend to bring to Liberia, to distribute in a way to our clubs and to also put in the general market in Liberia, hopefully out of Liberia. The process is to also move forward to apply for the FIFA Basic Series and later in the future for the FIFA Pro Match Balls. We believe in this way is a matter of gaining and developing, distributing, and creating a subsidy for equipment to our clubs, at the same time reinvesting money gains as profits from the sales of those balls into our football program and bringing more equipment into the country.
So you listen to him talking about if it just win, and some of these balls will be used into the Liberia market. We tired using what we call La Liga football, walk-off football. This time around, we'll be using the Liberia Football Association branded balls. The balls that will be used, some of the balls will also be placed in the Liberian market to be soon, and everyone, whatever level you play in Liberia, you'll be able to have access to these balls which is very important for our sporting sector. It helped to sell the league as well. Other people just coming into the country who don't know anything about Liberia Football Association. When you get hold of the ball, you will know very well there's an organization that's running and actively involved into what we call promotion of sports, promotion of Liberian football, promotion of athletes that are playing the game. So the balls will also be in the market in the other divisions. So I think some of you will call and want to know all these balls will be taken to Maryland, Grand Gita. Some of these balls will be taken to Cape Mount, Lofa, or Grand Bassa County. According to the president, the balls will be distributed across Liberia and will be used. And some of these balls will also be placed in the Liberian market, which will be very important. The numbers are placed on your screen as we go forward. We'll open the line and you just begin to make your call and make your contribution as it relates to what is happening, as it relates to what the president has said concerning breaking new ball. Let's talk about more development on women football, women development. He talking about this time around their new development into women league. That is, every upper women league team will receive the amount of 1,500 United States dollars. And what are the money? These monies will be used for? What will it be used for? According to him, it will be used for educational purpose, what we call some extra operational purpose will be used for the team. So just in case you have a team and players, some of the players are not going to school, some of the players are wanting to go to school since they graduated, they've been playing the game, or some of them don't even thinking about going to school because they don't have the ends meet to be able to go to school. The money that the clubs pay the players cannot even afford them to pay their rent, also to send them to school and also feed them. Based upon that, money will be given to each clubs, and you'll be able to focus on this other side, educational purpose. I'm solely concerned about educational purpose when it comes to women football in Liberia. Some of our sisters, when they play the game, right after the game, they just go home, nothing to do, and they take this game and forgetting to know football is a short-term project. It's a short-term career. After this game, after football, that long time to live for. Because if you are playing the game from your 15 level, under 15, up to the age playing for the national team, when you should have reached a certain age, 35, or even 30 as a female, I don't think you will be able to play the game again. So by you getting extra skills, educational skills, will be able to help you to sustain yourself after the game. So the president have said the 1,500 United States dollars to be given to each upper women club. Each upper women clubs will be used for educational purpose, operational purpose, medical purpose. So we'll listen to this and he will give you a clear view of what I'm saying. Let's listen to that on the Women League, 1,500 to be given.
The executive committee, during its meeting on 8th August 2025, met and with its focus and our aligned to our women's football development strategy, approved an amount of 1,500 United States dollars that will be paid to each of the 12 women's upper league teams as part of its commitment to strengthen and develop women's football in the country. Those clubs will have to apply for the payment to address 3 key areas: sporting equipment, medical, and education. The Audit Compliance Committee of the LFA will send out the final documentation the clubs concerned will be required to apply for these fundings.
So you listen to that, you listen to the president of the Liberia Football Association, Mustafa Ayagi. Sometimes we need to just get hold of what is happening at the level of the Liberia Football Association. Because sometimes in our country, Liberia, politics have taken over everything to the extent that we forget about what is happening, what are some of the developments that are ongoing as Dura sector. What are some of the developments that are ongoing Upper Women League will be used for educational purposes, which is just very important. You'll have our sister playing the game, and they will play the game for 10 years period. They'll play the game. After the 10 years, someone will sustain injury because they have no educational backing, because they have no educational thought, because they have no career. At the end of the day, things remain at that. At the end of the day, they have nowhere to turn to. They become wayward. Some of them, because of frustration, they will lead themselves into different things. Sorry to say, they will lead themselves to prostitution. Because if you cannot make it the other way, you have no skill, no vocational skill, you have no education, definitely you will lead yourself to different things, which of course is just not good for our team. It's not good for our players. It's not good for our girls. So this fully hope the clubs will not use this money for their own gain, for their self gain. They will not use the 1,500 and say, we'll use it for transportation, for you to go play, or we'll use it for training. No, it's not meant for that. There are subventions being given to club. There are subventions being given to club. Which should be used for your operational purpose, your games. Should be used to buy a jersey, not the 1,005. The 1,005 for medical purpose, educational purpose. For example, you have World Girls. For example, you have World Girls with 25 players. 20 of them have decided to go to school. They have good backing and are sending them to school. After school, they come and play them to go back to go to school. 5 of the 25 players have no means of going to school. The team can look in that budget and say, we send 5 of that players to school from the 1,500. I believe schools around here, you can pay $300, $150 per year for schools. I'm not saying you must send them to the Stevens Kinsito School, or you must send them to J.J. Rowell, you must send them to E.J. Ross. No, you can send them to some of these schools, the local schools. They are very decent to the people, teach well, which will help them. 150 just use on each student. 150, 155 of them going to school, which help. And the other money can be used for medical purpose. Many times, the medical purpose is very important as well. Many times, teams will go to game, and the only thing that the medic have are ice in the cooler. With the exception of the ice, you have no medical material. You whole club, Upper Women League club, you whole club, First Division League club, the only thing you have is water with ice. When the player falls to the floor, we run there with ice. Forgetting to know, with the exception of just using ice, there are some medical materials that are needed. We cannot boast about, we cannot name. Some of the clubs are very good in terms of the medical handling. It's very good. But how about you? Are always using the ice. I always think that water can solve problems quickly. On the first aid, we run with the water. If it's the person bleeding on the head, we give them water. We waste the water on the head. Forgetting to know that some stitches needed. So this money will be used for self-purpose. Do not use that money for your self-gain. Do not use it to say you're going to buy jersey. No, enough for it. Don't use the money and say you're going to practice. Enough for your practice. Don't use this money for your to go buy water. Say no. Send these people to school. Buy good medical material. Now some of the clubs are always complaining on the LFA. The LFA don't get they don't get ambulance. They don't get ambulance. Ambulance is expensive. Say ambulance is expensive. The president has decided to give all of you the certain amount of money, 1,500 United States dollars. Good amount of money. Use that. At least you use $500 buy medical materials for the whole season. The $1,000 you use $800 send some people to school. The $200 can be used to buy some small things. If I have a club, I will do similar thing. All of the descriptions that I'm making, if I have a club, I will do that with this money. It's a very big boost to our Liberian football, most especially Upper Women League. The girls, when they graduate from school, it will be an added advantage to the club and decide to use this set fund of money to send them to school. My worry here is the sustainability of this money. Will this money come every year, every season from the angle of the Liberian Football Association? With this set amount, 1,500, or will you continue to tap it on every season? This is my worry. But I believe in this footballing president. He's a man of vision, the man who has the mindset, the man who is with the technical know-how and have seen the struggling and the hardship of Liberian football and have willing to help, though he have his shortcoming, which I suppose is to every human being. He have his shortcoming, but this president, Mustafa Raji, have a vision for Liberian football. 1,500 to be given to clubs for educational purpose, medical purpose, which of course I believe it can be used on a purpose. If you just joining us to the Sports Extra, we want you to make your call, make your input about our discussions here. 1,500 United States dollars for the angle of Liberian Football Association to be given in the upcoming season to Upper Women League clubs, and also will have increment in the first division prices award. We'll talk about that before we go to break. We'll talk about that as well. Let's talk about the president have said this time around, first league clubs will now benefit $6 million Liberian dollars as an award for the league winner. When you win the league, you receive $6 million, which is 30,000 United States dollars. $6 million Liberian dollars. You're going to receive that. Good money. It's an increment again. It's a plus from the angle of the Liberian Football Association. One will say, but a FIFA for money. People were here. Some people were here in this country. They received the same amount of money. They received FIFA for money. They received money for the angle of FIFA for CAF. They didn't use it at this level. They didn't use it on this amount. Some of the awards that were given to the first division winner, the second division winner, some of us can take it from our pocket and pay them. Some people were here. They didn't use that money on self-purpose. Some of you will say, but the money not for him, it's from Liberian football, it's from FIFA. Yeah, it's from FIFA. Other people were here. They were president of Liberian Football Association. We don't want to name people here. But we just want you to be aware that a lot of developments when it comes to Liberian football under Mustafa Raji. There are a lot of development when it comes to Liberian football under Mustafa Raji. And you must attest to that. You must praise his doing. There are shortcomings when it comes to every leader. But you need to understand that Mustafa Raji has dedicated his time to help develop women football, to help develop men football in our country. It's visible. It can be seen all over the place. Unlike the past, we were around, some of us were around. We haven't seen that. What can we do to promote Liberian football? What can we do to buttress the effort of this president? People are running clubs with no sponsorship. You say you are a first division club, you Upper Women League club. You don't even have a single sponsor. You don't bear the flag of any business. You don't have the logo of any entertainment center, no business. Everything you want a football association to do it. But howbeit, being a far-sighted president, Mustafa Raji have dedicated his time to supporting football in Liberia. Unlike the past, women football was not at this level. I can remember there are only 6 clubs in women football, 6 clubs in this country. But today, we have over 25 clubs, over 30, 45 across the country that are competing. It's a big boost. Additions. Aside from the clubs, the Upper Women League subvention sustainability is in tight. Additions have been made. 1,500. The Women League champion now will no longer be receiving 20,000, but rather 25,000 as the championship. So let's listen to the president on the cash prize award for the first division in the Upper Women League.
The Labrador Football Association Executive Committee also take into consideration the growth and development of football, the commitment from each and every one of our stakeholders, views and opinions, recommendations from members of the press and other citizens, sought to focus on the prize monies increase. The Executive Committee for the period 2025-2026 League's National League season decided to increase the cash awards for first division from $20,000 to $30,000 US, and also to increase the cash awards in the first division and the top women's upper league division team from $20,000 US to $25,000 US. We believe that this amount is going to further help grow, strengthen our clubs, bring more competition amongst the clubs to ensure a better performance or financial stability when they participate in inter-club competition. Today we are happy and grateful to thank the visionary leader, President Dr. Patrice Motsepe, who, as Senator at CAF, has brought a lot of difference at the level of African football. Through the visionary leader, he also launched the CAF Executive Committee approved a payment to all clubs participating in the inter-club competition, both for CAF Cup and CAF Champions League, around $100,000 US for clubs that will be eliminated from the preliminary rounds of the CAF Confederation Cup and the CAF Champions League. We believe with the beginning at our level of increasing this amount, competitive in our zone of West Africa and other parts of the world, we think is the best way to go in terms of making our leagues attractive and bringing more competition into our football.
So you listen to him, you listen to what he said. And you know very well in Liberia, good people are not praised. Good people are not noticed for their good work. Liberia as a whole, we only want to see the negative. When we see the negative, we begin to put what we call politics, which is just not politics. Politicking is not what we are doing in Liberia. We're just breaking our system down. We're just breaking our setups down. We're just making everything difficult to the outside world. We're just making investors to be afraid of us, which of course, this is a free land of liberty. This country have good people, aside from those that have the negative doings in our country. So good people are here. Are we taking into consideration what they do, or we only focus on the negative side? This president of Liberia Football Association have decided to expose the game. They have decided to promote the game, have decided to develop the game, have decided to take this game on a different footing from where we see it before. I was looking that one man would just sit and make decisions and say, let's go. But now, before decisions are run at the level of Liberia Football Association, there are executive committees members that will go together and have meetings. Before decisions are run at the level of Liberia Football Association, committee members will meet. Today, you can see the visibility of what we refer to as tier vice president at the level of Liberia Football Association, who is responsible for women's football in our country. And Judy Rest-Seaton and her people, they are working, and you see them moving here and there, unlike the past. I never knew the tier vice president of Liberia Football Association years back. I never knew that person. But now you can interact with the vice president of Liberian Football Association. We are not trying to tell you that all is rosy at the level of Liberian Football Association, but there are some developments, there are some strides that have been made. And these strides need to be appreciated. Aside from what we just talk, aside from what we do in our country, Liberian football needs to be developed. Yes, there are a lot of things that need to be that need to be done. There are a lot of things that need to be put in place. But little that we are doing, the little that the association is doing, let's try to appreciate. Women football will no longer be receiving 20,000 United States, but rather 25,000. Upper women league clubs will not have an addition, aside from their subventions, will not have an addition of 1,500 United States dollars to be given for educational purpose, medical purpose at the club. Each club will receive 1,500 through the instrumentality of the Liberian Football Association President, Mustafa Raji. Today, the winner of the first division league will no longer receive 25,000, but rather 30,000 United States dollars, which is equivalent to 6 million Liberian dollars. Good sum of money. You give me 6 million dollars. In 3 years' time, I'll be ratting rich. 6 million Liberian dollars. 3 years' time, I'll get a good bit of money. We need to look at these things. We need to focus on these things. Aside from the politics. This is why one of the ministers of Youth and Sports, G.N. Kwame, always say, politics in our country have destroyed our status. And I reason with you on that. Everyone has side of politicking, but the way we do it in our country is bad. So we'll take your course. The numbers are placed on your screen. They are also your WhatsApp numbers. You can also make your call and have your contribution. But before then, we'll go for this break. When we come back, we'll dive into more development at the level of Liberian Football Association. Let's go for this break to be right back. Mary Sports provides you with the opportunity to interact directly with the stakeholders in the sector, the players, fans, including technicians. It comes your way once a week, every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. with a repeat on Thursday at 2 p.m. Midway Sports highlights major happenings and trending news, as well as captivating action and stories, all in the sector. Beyond the live conversation, the analysis and discussions with the stakeholders, players, and fans, live and direct on Intersports. Weekend Wrap comes your way every Saturday from 10 to 12 midday. Join your presenters, Elijah Pine and Edwin Batafoyan, live and exclusive on Intersports. The exclusive sports show is a 1-hour conversation with policy makers. So welcome back. You can now place in your call. Let's discuss. Let's talk Liberian football. Let's talk about our sporting set of what is happening. And the senior male national team continue training ahead of their qualification for the World Cup as well as the African Cup. I think the hope is gone for the African Cup, but we still have hope as it relates to the World Cup. So the caretaker Thomas Kojo began active training with clubs, with club players as well as players that have been called. And one of the call up that I really admire from Thomas Kojo, the inclusion of Jenkins CA this time around. Jenkins CA being very prolific when it comes to his set pieces, his passes is just unique. And these kind of players are needed when it comes to our game. And we will have to talk and talk. This is why it is. We have someone on the line, and I think he told from the Liberia Basketball Association angle, and that's named Sylvester Tamba is calling on the line. Sylvester, good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's just like this irreparable loss of Ato Momolu Merchant, one of the players of Takata Rocket from the basketball angle. So the entire basketball community is mourning his death. That's the only major aspect. But
So we saw
as a person, I'm doing good.
we saw the suspension of all games from Kakata Rocket and to be played for the week. How do you intend to fill in that gap?
Yeah, so the technical team will work on that because they understand their job, and most especially with this passing, you say you understand, and post is an emotional issue. So to have a player mourning, a team mourning, right, mourning the death of one of their players and coming into a match, you know what it takes. So the federation, in its wisdom, thought it wise to postpone or reschedule all of their matches for this week to further notice. As it stands, the league continues today with two matches because there should have been three games, but because of this loss, Kakata Rocket was due to play Destiny Kings today, but because of the loss, so they will now play Destiny Kings.
So what are the games?
Their junior team,
okay.
Yeah, the junior team, which is the third division team, was also due to be in action later this week, but because of this loss, so all of their matches are postponed for this week.
What are the games that we expect to see action on today?
Yes, so the first game is between Destiny Queens and Destiny Ladies in the women's division, and it is at 4 o'clock. So 5:30 games supposed to be between Kakata Rocket and Destiny Kings, because okay. Destiny has three teams: the female and the male. The female is Destiny Kings, and the male is Destiny Kings. So Destiny Kings of male team, the second division team, supposed to play Kakata Rocket, but because of the death of Ato Momolu mentioned, okay. Kakata Rocket will not be played. So definitely there will be only two matches: Destiny Queens and Destiny Ladies in the women's division at 4 o'clock. So the last match is between Commissioners and Highway Kings.
So one we want to, we would love to know how far are we in terms of the playoff for the 8 clubs?
Yeah, so the playoff, the first phase will soon be over. The first phase will soon be over, except for this irreparable loss of Ato. Maybe some of the games in the second division will stay long more than the stipulated period. Okay. But by right, the playoffs should have been, or we should have been done with the first phase by now. And remember, the league was also on break for Honor System FIBA Youth Championship of male and female Honor System specifically. So the league was on pause to create room for that tournament to go on as planned. So after the tournament, the league resumed. And before the 26th of this month, the first division, we all will know exactly where we are with the playoff. The 6 teams that made up the playoff will be published. Publicity will be done for the press. All Liberian people will know exactly the teams that are in the playoff and the second division as well, in the women's division. But remember, the second division with this one, so Kakata Racket matches, I think after the rescheduling, the team will come up with a fixed schedule as to how they will fit within to ensure that the right things are done. But trust me, before the end of this month, the playoff teams that qualified to the playoff will be made public.
Okay, Sylvester Tama, anything else before we let go of you as we are out of time?
Yeah, so we want to firstly say thanks you ever so much. Your institution, Just Force is quietly for sports, and no doubt about your workings. You are consistently engaged with sports, so we should be thankful to you. Continue doing your hard work. I know your office is down GSA Road, where at the intersection is not anywhere to find and anywhere hard to be found, which we appreciate, and we look forward to always calling us for these kind of updates to know exactly what's happening in the world of sports. It may not just be basketball, but yes, media play a crucial role in sports. But in our country, at times, when you engage stakeholders for their own good, they will film it, they will make it to look like when they give you the information, then you the one benefit. Let's look at England today. Some of these players that are sold for 100 million, 90 million, 200 million, look, it's the media. Let's look at Declan Rice, who was bought by Liverpool for 160 million plus. Declan Rice. Let's look at Declan Rice was bought by Arsenal, the British transfer record. And let's look at Moses Casido, who was also bought by Chelsea for over 100 million. Let's look at Florian Wirtz, right, from Germany, who is now a Liverpool player for over 100 million. These are players the media take a look at, and they spot out some of these positives within them. So whenever the opposite clubs go after them, the clubs will increase the fees. But in our country, trust me, if you call somebody for information, they thought they may pay me before I gain my information, and they may and this and that. So you see, these are some of the things until our people can know the importance of media. Once they don't know these importance, come on, suppose it's not heading anywhere. I'm not showing anybody, but let's look at
sports is not anywhere. We will hold you there, Sylvester Tama. Thank you so much for taking in and providing your thoughts on the happenings in the world of basketball in Liberia. Hope to have you in studio one of these days.
Yes, I'm waiting. Anytime.
Thank you so much, Sylvester Tama, the head of media at the level of Liberia Basketball Association. Like he said, it's just very good. And some of the stakeholders in our country, they just see that if media wanting to bring you to the spotlight, it's for the good of the media because they are providing information to the media or the public. But forgetting to know it's for their own good. It will help the people to know why you involved with what are these things that you are doing in terms of your club's performance as well as undertaking. Some of the things people are doing, like what I was talking about at the level of Liberia Football Association, some of people that are criticizing every day, people that are insulting and saying all kinds of things. These are people that are not following Liberian football. Like one of the protesters, the last time we went at the headquarters of Liberia Football Association, that Mustafa Reggie should step down, he's not working. So I asked him, which one of the clubs you support? He said he's a fan of Mate Barrow. So I asked him, can you name 2 players from Mate Barrow? Since you are a fan of Mate Barrow in Liberia, can you name 2 players? The guy was shivering. He couldn't name a single player before talking about 2. If you don't follow, if you don't bring these attend to the problem, you don't come out, you will not know what is happening at a certain level. You will feel that people, they say, I say, is the truth. It's good that we come out. We just roughly about 10 minutes to go, just make your calls. We were talking about Grand Cape Mount County introduction of Sami Kamara, Pepe Peru, Giovanni Trabertini, that he called himself, has been unveiled by Grand Cape Mount County. Earlier on this year, we were observing, we were hearing in the media landscape that Bon County is eyeing Sami Kamara. And Sami Kamara spoke with some of us that he will be waiting to go to Great. That's Bon County. But it was quite surprising yesterday. We saw that he was unveiled by his mother county. According to him, his mother from Grand Cape Mount County, because of his mother, he decided to sign for Grand Cape Mount County. So he left the people of Bon County in Ziza. Some people will say he left them in Yale today. Yeah. So the people with the high expectation, Bon County people say, Sami Kamara will be the new head coach this season. Sami Kamara gave them Ziza. And went straight and signed for Grand Cape Mount County. It was unveiled on yesterday afternoon at Grand Cape Mount County. We've been told the method given to Sami Kamara is to win the county meet. Every county, on appointing a coach, they will always tell you that we need a county meet by all costs. We need the county meet. That's the essence that we are unveiling you. And you have to put in all you can. Sami Kamara is a very good coach in terms of his status. But what I don't like about him, he boasts too much. Boasts too much than doing the work. Having the good players and pairing the good players is everything. But we always say, statisticians don't talk too much. Statisticians don't talk. These are technical people. They don't care about what they don't talk too much. They just do that. Can we see Sami Kamara? I love his appearance as a coach, which brought new taste to the league and also to some of the coaches to be able to refine them outlook, which is very important. But as a coach, talking too much is not for you because you are a technician. Technicians do their systems. You are not a journalist. You are not a communication person. You are not a politician. You just be talking all over the place. I'm better than anyone. Liberia should call me. I'm the best person suited for this country. And all the people that he met here, they are veterans. The people can say, you sit on the old mat to plant the new one. You have to give them the credit. Don't say you are the best. No one can be compared to you, Sami. You're lying. We have people with A lessons. You don't even have C. You get C lesson. People with A lessons, CAB lesson A. The leg of Theophilus Jacob. The leg of Tafa Bane. The leg of Ara Fufana. The leg of Christian men. These are people with CAB lesson A. You don't even have C. You don't have CAB lesson D. You are currently ongoing your CAB lesson C. Then you want to say it's better than these people who paying the team for long. You just come in. You just come in, Sami Kamara. You need to drop your ego. These are some of the reasons why you didn't qualify to the next stage of the most counted league. The district league, you play to district number 4 with the weak defense of district number 4, poor district number 4. You are unable to defeat them. You went to a penalty shootout and they defeated you because you lack the tactics. with the betterment you think you have, with the betterment you think he has, Sami Kamara, you need to drop your ego. If you want to go far or you want to go up long in this coaching career, respect those that you met in the game. People are your fathers. Respect them. Cletus Smith, then yeah, you telling people say you better than all Liberian coaches. Cletus Smith, who is a teacher of the game. Then you just say better all the coaches. Don't say that. Sami, the people of Bon County are depending on you. If you think you are better than all the coaches in Liberia, go and win the county meet. Win the county meet. Last season, Grand Cape Mount County came to town. They play at the SKD. Hope you will bring them to town. Remember, Grand Cape Mount is in top zone this season. They are in zone with Grand Jide. They are in zone with Grand Basso County. They are in zone with Lofa and Grand Cape Mount. Lofa, Grand Cape Mount, Grand Jide, Grand Bassa. And they are playing in Grand Basso County. Hope you will cross this top zone. When you come to town, I know when you cross the top zone, you come to town, but it's not easy for all. We know you. I'm not saying you're bad in terms of your coaching styles and your tactics, but there are some people that you met in the game. Give them the courtesy, which is just very important for the game. Sami Kamara will now represent Grand Cape Mount County, and the people of Grand Cape Mount County, we hope to see Bon County unveiling that new coach, as Sami Kamara have decided to leave and turn surprising event, being officially unveiled as the head coach of Grand Cape Mount County instead of Bon County. Bon County is known for their best performance in terms of qualifying for the group stage, as far as coming to the SKD, and right after that, they yet to win the county meet for a very long time. They will need your expertise. So, folks, if you just joined us, this is Sports Extra. I've been here. My name is Elijah Pine, talking about the happenings in the world of sports in Liberian football, Liberian kickball, what happened on the level of Liberian Kickball League. Over the weekend, we have our Royal Sisters being crowned champion of the 2025 season of the LKF National Lottery League. LKF National Lottery League, 1st division. That's Royal Sisters. With 6 points clear on the league table, they've been crowned champion. And that was given to them, walking away with 150,000 Liberian dollars. And in the 2nd division, we have NATO Kickball Club. NATO was crowned champion as well, walking away with 100,000 Liberian dollars. That's a plus. Unlike the past, Kickball had nothing. When you win the league, you just go home with the symbolic trophy, nothing in it, and just go home. But this time around, after the league have ended, when you win, you will have something to go with. The 2nd place winner will also have something to go with. Here's the plus under the leadership of Emmanuel Surprise. These are some strides that have been made into our sporting setup. Do we sit on the radio and talk about it? Do we sit on the TV stations and talk about it? Do we have that set in our red out? And now there are new transformation on the level of Liberia Kickball Federation. Now there are new transformation on the level of Liberia Football Association. Do we sit and talk about it? Unlike we have much to talk about. The next time we will come here on Friday, we'll talk about the issue of shatter injuries, talking about a lot of things. What about them? Why is it that I think they have made screen on FIFA Plus? I believe that ignorance that are wrangling all around will come with the facts. We'll talk this Friday. We'll come with the fast on Shatter Angels ignorance as it relates to FIFA Plus games, measuring into your sports. We'll come with the fast this Friday. We'll talk about it, and we'll be able to give a vivid explanation as to how FIFA Plus is run, as to how games are selected when it comes to the game in Liberia. Let's go for the break to be right back. Until then, we will meet again 12 noon, where we'll bring to action sports today, all of the news and happenings in Liberian football and Liberian sports. Bye-bye. Till we meet by 12 noon.
Exclusive Sports Show is a 1-hour conversation with policymakers, stakeholders, and direct actors in the sporting sector. The Exclusive Sports Show brings you face to face with those who make the news in the sporting sector of Liberia. Join your host, Julius Compton, every Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m. for the program, The Exclusive Sports Show, live and direct on Intel Sports. Beyond the live conversation, the analysis and discussions with the stakeholders, players, and fans, live and direct on Intel Sports. Weekend Wrap comes your way every Saturday from 10 to 12 midday. Join your presenters, Elijah Pine and Edwin Batafoyan, live and exclusive on Intel Sports. Intel Sports, Liberia's biggest and professional sports television station, is now located at GSA and Rehab Drive in Painesville. Intel Sports is 100% Liberian owned. It is an exclusive sports platform that provides extensive and quality local content sports programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station.